Hi, my name's Graham Thompson. Have you had your fill of my Peter Tatchell videos? Have you? Have you? Well, you shouldn't have done. What you should have had your fill of are talking heads on TV who say, Jimmy Savile, decades of paedophile abuse, hiding behind a mask of virtue. Well, that will never happen again. We have learnt the lessons. And our next guest on the show is Peter Tatchell. Peter, how wonderful to have a great human rights campaigner like you on the show. How do you manage to be so wonderful? That is what you should have had your fill of. When I was putting together my last video, the child abuse swastika, which has had its usual ginormous viewership of 29 views, I took another look at the interview that Gary Kavanagh of the Irish publication grips.ie did with Peter Tatchell in 2020, and what I landed on smacked me straight between the eyes. Part 2, the paedophile lies of Peter Tatchell, will be about that. But this is part 1, the paedophile words of Peter Tatchell. Instead of liaising with local LGBT+ community, Southwark Labour has got a court injunction to stop gay men cruising in Burgess Park and are committing eco-vandalism by cutting down bushes to increase the likelihood that members of the public will see sex acts. Homophobia. Only the mind of a paedophile works that way. While it may be impossible to condone paedophilia, it is time society acknowledged the truth that not all sex involving children is unwanted, abusive, and harmful. Society would remove a lot of sexual fear, anxiety, and guilt if Instead of repressing children's sexuality, it acknowledged the fact that many children have sexual desires at an early age, and accordingly educated children so they are able to make free, informed and responsible decisions about when and with whom they have sex. Certainly, in the realm of sexual ages of consent, we need to ask whether the law has any legitimate role to play in criminalising consenting, victimless sexual activity. As for protecting the young, the main protection they need, as do adults, is legal protection against forced, involuntary sexual acts, which is afforded by the laws covering rape and sexual assault. If Peter Tatchell goes down, the LGBTQ movement will go down with him. If Peter Tatchell does not go down, the age of consent will be abolished sooner rather than later. What's it gonna be?